Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Integrity Leadership class with Reverend Reginald Paul and myself, Dee Marie. Woo! We are ready to get started this evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are still talking about the magic. We are on days 15 through 21. I hope you have been doing your magic practices. I hope you have been enjoying them. I hope you have been using your magic dust, working on your health, your magical relationships. I hope everything has been flowing wonderfully for you, your magical to-do lists, your magic footsteps, everything. But what we are going to be discussing is not only the secret, because the secret just talks about the law of attraction, but what we have been doing is taking the law of attraction and the magic and applying the secret. So ladies and gentlemen, I now turn this over to my big brother in arms, Mr. Reverend Reginald Paul. The floor is now yours.
Good evening, everybody. We're going to do a little warm-up right now. We're going to do a little exercise, pre-game warm-up. You know, I play sports, so we got to stretch before we do anything. You know, when you get up there numbers, you got to stretch. You can't just jump out there and get started. So everybody, you know, get a little loose. And I want you to see, Miss Carol beat me to the punch. She beat me to the punch. But you know what? We're going to do it one more time. Everybody get them right there. Do this right here. And just go ahead and put it all over yourself and all over your screen. And this time when you do it, I want you to take a deep breath. Now, let me tell you where I got the deep breath from. I've been watching Iron Fist. I just want to let y'all know I've been watching Iron Fist. I'm trying to get my chi in order, and I'll do more work on that, okay? But I have a feeling that the magic and the law of attraction has a little something to do with Iron Fist, or Iron Fist has something to do. Anywhere it go, I feel that it all goes in together. Some of the stuff that was said in the movie kind of caught my attention. So, with that being said, since we all warmed up and the dust is still around, I want us to think about something. I want us to, in one of those chapters, it told us to write down 10 things that we are grateful for. Starting with whoever wants to go first. And we're going to go down the line. We're actually going to do this because we fit to unlock some stuff that needs to be unlocked. Because I had a talk with my sister today, for the past 48 hours. And we're in a shifting season right now. And we don't want to be in the same gear because we're going to burn out the clutch. And with that being said, I want us, each and every last one of us, something that we are grateful for. And that will equal 10 things. Instead of all of us doing 10 things, let all of us talk about what we are grateful for. And let us see what it does to our heart. So anybody can go. And we're just going to go on that line. And we're going to start
Susan, I'm grateful for Susan.
All right, so Mr. Phil said he is grateful for Susan. Grace, I see your mic is unmuted.
I am grateful for my core family.
I am grateful for the air that we breathe.
I am grateful for the time given to have the opportunity to change.
Grateful for life, another day above board. Above ground, pardon me.
All right, we have Dave, then Miss Carol.
I'm grateful for being in my right mind. That's to be grateful, you know, that you're able to function, you know, and not be, because I mean these challenges and things that we're going through, we can be in a different place, not in that mind frame. So I'm grateful for that.
All right, Miss Carol.
My mic's muted.
Oh, okay.
There you go, Miss Carol. And
Well,
after
I
Carol
am
is James.
grateful for the support that I'm getting on my journey, and which includes all of you guys. I'm grateful for that. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, James, you're next. And after James, Corey Peters. All right, James, you're unmuted. We hear a little static, but we can't hear you. Try again. All right, still a little staticky.
Hey, can you hear me now?
There we go.
Okay, awesome. So I was saying, I'm grateful for the time and the peace and the rest that has been given to us as a culture, as a society. Like, allow a lot of people to just rest and stay home and relax and be with family, be around the house, take care of hobbies, take care of business, take care of family and relationships, and just take time to be with the people that we love.
All right, James. Corey Peters, you're up next.
See, I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for family, being able to spend time with family. And I'm also grateful for just an opportunity and just seeing opportunity in everything.
All right. Thank you, Corey. For those who are just joining us, we are going down the line. Each and every one of us are giving one thing that we are grateful for. So the floor is open. Who do we have next? Cameron, go ahead.
So just thankful that to have a job. I was in the hospitality services back in February and was able to get a job that made me an essential worker, and then be able to see a pathway through this job to what my next goal is. So just grateful to be able to see God's providence in all this.
All right. Thank you, Cameron. Jerron, you are next.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mitchell. I want to say it's really hard to be grateful for one thing, but since what I believe in and what I have faith in helps bring in everything, I'm gonna say I'm grateful for God and for all the good that's happening in my life, for all the opportunities, for everything. Thank you, God. For parents, I mean, it's hard to be grateful for one thing. I would say impossible to be grateful for one thing, but since we're talking about that, I'm gonna say God. Thank you, God, for everything.
All right. Thank you, Jerron. So for those of you just joining us, we are each going down. Yes, sir. So for those of you who are just joining us, each of us are going down the line to give one thing that we are grateful for. So if you're just logging on, the floor is now open. Whoever wants to go next, you are up next.
I'll go.
All right, Justin, and after Justin, Charmone.
I am grateful for life and opportunity and health.
All right. Thank you, Justin. Thank you very much. Ms. Charmone, you are next.
Awesome. Hello, everyone. I am grateful for a strong, healthy body and a sound mind, and all of the many tools and opportunities that are coming my way.
All right. So who do we have next? If you have not gone, the floor is open. All right. All right, Ms. Levon, go ahead.
Hi, I'm going to say my one thing for right now is my family. I'm grateful for my family.
All right. Who is next? I think we have a couple. All right, Mr. Jerome Wrong.
One of the things I am truly grateful for believe it or not, is ATS. I ended up losing my job before the coronavirus really hit. And then, of course, when it came full force, that only made things worse. But before it hit, I reached out to ATS, I reached out to Antonio, and I reached out to Deanna, and I reached out to Grace. And the blessing was, I knew that after that conversation, that there were some people in my life that had my back, period, unconditionally. And as I was dealing, Grace, for those who was on earlier, listening to Grace talk about being committed, I was pursuing the commitment of what I had started. And I didn't reach out to ATS during that time. I reached within. The beauty was, it was such a good feeling to know that at 27, I could pick up the phone and say, Deanna, Grace, Antonio, Ms. Smith, I need help. And I knew it was there, but I didn't have to. And as I worked through it, then today I was in a position to get on this morning's call and then get on this evening's call, and we'll be on other calls. And that feels very, very good. So I'm grateful for that.
Well, Mr. Jerome, your presence, you have been missed, sir. You have been missed. And we're so very happy to have you back. With everything in me, we're grateful for you. Thank you. Who do we have next? All right, I believe that is everyone. Did we miss anybody? Miss Catherine?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, John. I think I'm very grateful for the resources that I have in my life. I've been blessed to study where I want, to do what I want, to meet people who are inspiring, and to have mentors. So I'm really blessed. And my vision is to give back a lot. I am really inspired by this idea of Kennedy School, by the way, to give back when you've been given. And so I chose a few options of giving back, not just a traditional one, just to have a position. So that's why I'm grateful.
All right, Miss Catherine, thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank each and every one of you for letting us know what you are grateful for. I now pass this back over to the Reverend Reginald Paul. The floor is yours.
All right, back on the treadmill I go. What I heard was 100 thank yous. The reason why I said 100 thank yous is because that's also in one of the chapters that we're covering today. Actually, I was talking about every time you take a step, right foot, thank you, left foot, thank you, right foot, thank you, left foot, thank you, right foot, thank you, left foot, thank you, right foot, thank you, left foot, thank you. And you do that till you get to 100. By the time you look up, you'll probably be somewhere you ain't supposed to be. But again, there was a lot of thank yous. And the nature of it all, the energy felt awesome. And I was sitting here and I was thinking, okay, was I going to hear someone say they're thankful for the struggle that they went through? So with that in mind, now we're going to go the other way. And what are you thankful for about adversity? Because if it wasn't for that adversity, we wouldn't be where we was at just a moment ago. Think about it. And I will start first. I will go first. I'll be thankful for the adversity as far as the things that I have to face each and every day to make sure that I get to see my kids on a daily basis, and making sure that I have to not put any poison in my body when something happens to me or something I don't agree with. I go find me a substitute for it. I'm thankful for that struggle. I'm thankful for probation. That's an example that I'm thankful for probation that I'm on. I'm thankful for the strict guidelines that they got me on. Period. I'm thankful for that because it didn't kill me; it made me better. That pain that I had to face and suffer and had to give up something that I was attached to for years, since the age of 14, to give it up. That struggle part, that dealing with stuff that happens on a daily basis to a family member, somebody close to you. I just got a call today, and I mean, they was crying, and they just said, man, for one, I need you to do this and talk to this other person for me as a peacemaker. And I need you to talk to me whenever I get it together because I need some advice. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for that. So now we're gonna, like I said, anybody has something similar to that, because again, that'll do something just as well as it's all being good and wonderful. You know, it'll make you appreciate some stuff. So who wants to go first?
I'll go first. A few things. First thing, I'm actually grateful. I'm actually in bankruptcy, but I'm grateful for that. Mainly because before bankruptcy, I was spending over my money. Every single month, I had bills upon bills and credit upon credit. And it had me realize that I was overspending. And it really had me look at my finances and have me really take a serious deep dive on what I'm really dealing with, what I'm really doing, and what direction am I going financially. So even though last year was tough, even losing my house, losing everything that I lost last year, I'm just grateful for all of it, because now I see like the platform that I built it on was unstable. So now I have an opportunity to really rebuild that platform. So that's something I'm really, really grateful for. I'm grateful for, last year I also got fired from my last job, and I'm just like, I'm grateful for that too, because now I'm in an opportunity now where I can build a business and have a high paying job and be able to work with people in the ATS. And I mean, just being able to work and hang out with people like yourselves, with like-minded people, being able to have that opportunity. That's really what I'm really grateful for. It's just like all those things last year was just a wake-up call for me to really see like, this is not the life that's meant for you to live. And it just brought a whole new level of awareness for who I am and what I'm really up to. And and what I'm really capable of and what I'm capable of going through. So yeah, that's really what I'm really grateful for.
Thank you for sharing. That was, yes. It'll do something to you. You really feel if you thought we felt good when we was talking about what made us, what we really grateful for. When you get that, when you get that knot that been right there, when you get that release, I bet you feel a whole lot better. Because it's easy to say I'm thankful for that, but it's difficult to say you thankful for this hardship. I'm thankful for this same rock I've been tripping over. I'm thankful for the same obstacle I can't get past. It's hard to be thankful for that. It's easier to be thankful for something that's precious. Miss Tempest.
Tuesday night, my mom got rushed to the hospital. She is still in the hospital and don't know when she'll be able to get out. She is not well. And due to coronavirus, I'm not able to go to the hospital. I can't see her, can't be with her. She's scared, she's alone, she's suffering. And I'm home suffering as well. But I realized yesterday and again today that I can choose to find something to be grateful for, even in the midst of this. So my mom's not well, but she's alive. And I can choose to be grateful for that instead of focusing on everything that's going wrong. So I choose to be grateful that she's alive. I know you asked for one thing, but I can't stop there. I choose to be grateful that she's able to breathe on her own. And I choose to be grateful that for a few moments today, I got to talk to my mom, and she laughed and she smiled. And I don't know what's going to happen, but today, or at least in this moment, I choose to be grateful that my mom is alive, because I know so many people have lost loved ones during this time. And I have to focus on that if I'm going to be in position to take care of her. I have to focus on what is here versus what is not. So I'm grateful that, I don't even know what today is, but I'm grateful that today, even in agony, even in pain, even with tubes and needles all in her arms, that my mom is alive. That's all I got.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I do. I personally believe uh, you just did exactly what you needed to do for that situation. You just made yourself 400% stronger than what you was 5 minutes ago. You just defeated what you needed to defeat just that quick. Because when you do that, you did exactly what we talked about. You did exactly what was going to happen next. You just told the universe what you needed to tell the universe, and now the universe will respond in a beautiful way. And you grab that, and you don't never let go of that. You hold on to that and smile. Because we all, we all can say we but we have not been inside somebody else's period. We can
Hey,
only be out.
Reggie,
Yes.
you're absolutely correct. And not only that, what she did was not only for herself, but for others. When I was being thankful about ATS, I couldn't come up with her name. And saw her email saying, pray for my mother. And I prayed for her. But when I was being thankful about ATS earlier, I couldn't think of Tempest's name. And I felt bad about that. But you know what? I'm going to share something with the group that I hadn't shared before. I have a family member. I'm a caregiver for a family member. And they need 24-hour care. And their condition has not gotten easier. It's gotten worse. But the reason why I got on the call earlier today, and I'm on the call now, because I realized her condition probably won't get better. But regardless of that, I can allow that to stop me from my goals and my dreams. Or in spite of that, I can pursue my goals and my dreams. And I choose to, in spite of that, pursue my goals and dreams. And it's going to be okay. Thank you, Tempest. Thank you.
Now you see how the magic works for real when we participate. No, I'm so serious. See, when you set your mind frame to do something, you make sure you do it, but you know what you're doing it for. And I was on the phone with Dee earlier. She told me, she said, bro, you're going to have to go on there and you're going to have to take control. I say, look, I'm already prepared. I bet she didn't even know how I was prepared or why I said I was prepared. But I know what the universe tells me. And I can only go with what the universe tells me. Not what nobody else tells me, but what the universe tells me. I said earlier that it's a shifting season right now. And see what you got to do when you got to change gears. So you got to do it. It's a certain motion because different cars are made separately, and some you got to go ease, some you got to go quick, some you got to go slow. See, with this, you got to do the same thing. You got to shift in there with a good smooth transition. See, one thing you got to do is a smooth transition is you got to make sure that you have everything that you got to be thankful for it. You got to be ready for it. In order to be ready for it, you got to be thankful. That's the only way you're going to be ready for it. If you're worried about it, you're not thankful. But if you tell it, see, we are we are human beings, and we are built to worry. We are built to we are created that way. But we can defeat that. And see, speaking of it, and with gratitude and transparency, man, that ingredient, them put together, is the most powerful. It's so powerful. I've seen it in a lot of situations. I've felt it in a lot of situations. When I just talked to it and told it was going to happen before it happened. When I told my situation what is going to happen before it happened, and I had people telling me it was going to end like this. They told me it was going to go this way. Trust me. I say, nah. I don't know how you think. I don't know how you believe. I just know, and I'm going to stand on it. You know, some of the exercises, it wants us to do exercises to where if we had something to do today, right, and we haven't been getting to it, but we need to get to it. Be thankful and prepare yourself to get to it. And say spend some time to do it. You know, I want us to just take a little time out to be thankful for what you didn't finish. You know, just take a little time out. Sit down and write stuff, because that's how I take it. Because it's literally telling us to sit down, write out and it sounds. Look, come on, we reading a book and it sounds. Come on, write down 10 things that you're grateful for. Write down 10. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee, with my curious self, sometimes I say, well, let me try it, see if I feel the same thing that I'm. What she's talking about in this book. Let me see if I feel it. Let me, you know. And the next thing you know, see, I put my mind to it, and then my mind went right there to it. Like, and all the distractions of what I thought my own selfish desire, you know, all that thrown out the window. Then you lock in, and then you start, you know, you writing it down, and the next thing you know, you own to something. Wait a minute, I gotta go tell my kids that I love them. I haven't told them I love them today. I gotta call my mama. I haven't seen my mama. She worked at Walmart at her age. My sisters, my brother. I mean, then it started coming to you, you know, like right now with everybody and the thoughts that's going through everybody's head. So I know I started just practicing, just saying thank you out loud. Sometimes I shout it real loud. I guarantee, and I know, if you know like I know, say thank you real loud and mean it, and watch what happens to your body. Watch what happens to your body. If you don't produce a heart gut tear, something wrong. I say I come over here and I'm thankful every Thursday that we have an opportunity to do this. I'm thankful for every time that I get in front of a camera. I didn't think for, that I would be in front of a camera doing what I'm doing, because I'd rather be alone doing it, not sounding alarms and trumpets and just for people that I'm around say, hey, bro, come here, man, make sure, hey, thank you, Reggie, thank you. Let alone doing it in front of people that I don't know and never seen, and what they gonna think, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, that's, and then you just say, you know what? Just do it, Reggie. Just do it. Because if you be quiet, there's one person that's listening, but the only voice they want to hear is yours. But they can't hear it and get saved because you decided to be selfish and not speak. So right now we should just think about what we did not finish, what we did not accomplish, what we did not finish today. And then we need to all, think about, okay, this is what I need to do what you need to do that you forgot about doing. Let's talk about that, so that we can work on that today so it can get done. Because I know if you know,
All right. Can you repeat for us what you just said, Reverend Reginald? You cut in and out on us.
yeah, we're just gonna give something that we did not complete today, and we're gonna think about it. And whatever we didn't complete today, I mean, it could be from the smallest thing to the biggest thing, and you're supposed to have done it. It's supposed to be done. That's what we're gonna talk about. And if anybody cares to talk about it, see, because what we understand is when you get it out, it's a whole lot better. That's why we say this is a class participation. This is where we participate. Because as you can see today, it's powerful today. Been powerful every day. Every day we can get something. It's heartfelt. I can go to bed in peace. Go to bed with a smile on my face. Because everybody was happy and everybody was, like, I take that seriously. You know what I forgot to do today? I know my kids, they've been gone at my sister's house. And I forgot to call them today. Because all the days that he was over there, I went over there and I either went to go see him or I called him, and I didn't call him today. So I know that's what I'm going to get ready to do.
All right. Who else would like to open up? Dave, I know you wanted to say something earlier, so if you would like to say it now and then also open up on something that you forgot to do today, the floor is yours.
Man, I'm gonna start out by saying, I was just thinking about the accident that happened, and my accident actually opened up so much more that I had inside of me, things that I didn't. It helped me gain a sense of love for myself. It helped me build that relationship with my kids. Because now I've slowed down. Everything is not it's not about the money. It wasn't about the money. It was just about that me, and I was gonna say I was thankful for the divorce. I was just thankful for, like, getting out of that toxic relationship, being able to love on me. I was thankful for losing the house and everything that went along with me becoming a better person, better man. Just everything. I'm thankful for even meeting Antonio. I'm thankful for Darren introducing me to Antonio. I think that was like my saving grace. That was like that person that was just specially made for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me and him running to paths with each other, and there's him just beginning of the rebirth of me. You know, and when I say, you know, I'm grateful for being in my right mind, because I know so many men and women go through losing so much because they've, you know, worked hard for it, or, you know, looking, or even thinking about not losing a family or a business, or, you know, getting to the accident, and then, you know, I guess I could say even my son wanting to commit suicide. I guess it really moved me in a different headspace as a father, knowing that I really had to build a relationship with him. That it wasn't about the things. It was about that quality time that he needed from me. You know, and I can, like, I think that's about it. That's about it. I'm just, you know, I'm even thankful for everybody on this call that, you know what I'm saying, to be able to be in a group of like-minded individuals who have had a past and who have had some struggles. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, and you know, just when you mentioned that, I never looked back at it until like a couple of weeks ago. I was just thinking, I'm journaling, so I'm looking like, if my ex-wife wouldn't have left when the time she did, and the dots connected with me having to shut down my company, and Darren introducing me to Antonio to put me on this path of just greatness, you know, even reading a book. That was my first time in a few years of just reading, and then having been able to diagnose myself with having low self-esteem and being insecure and just not even loving myself. You know, it was just like, I'm just thankful for all that transpired for me to be here, even on this call, because I hadn't been on the calls because I was just dealing with the divorce and trying to be in a great headspace so that I could function to be on the call. And you know, Reggie, even thankful for your passport to manhood. I just feel like, hey, you know, that's something that I need. You know, I need to be on the calls every Friday. I need to get out what I have going on, so that, you know what I'm saying, I can get some refresh information for myself, or renewed energy, just a different thinking as a man. You know what I'm saying? Man, this is, yeah. I appreciate you even mentioning it. That's all I got.
Thank you. Miss Carol? Ms. Carol?
Yes.
I know you have something for us.
I do. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Um,
I feel your sparkle.
it's just that everybody's touching my heart right now because I work with my heart. My heart chakra just kind of like is pounding here because I want to just like hug everybody and let them know that tomorrow's a better day and we're going forward and we're here to support each other and we're here and we're going to all make it. And this is just another transition during this journey, and it's like taking another step. And sometimes, like you said, before things happen that are good for us, chaos happens. Things hit home, and they hit so hard, and they're hitting everybody, and we're all here supporting each other through this. And I know that everyone on this call has something going on that's powerful, that's meaningful to them, that's touching their heart in a way that they don't even know how to speak about it, and then when they do finally speak, like Dave just did, it's amazing that they're able to share that because you need to release, you need to let go. You need to know that it's okay to go through these things and you're not alone. And that's what I was thinking about. It's like, it just touched my heart. So, I'm with Tempest. I mean, her mom, she's worried about her mother, and none of us can do anything for the other except to be there. And that's all we need to do is be there for each other while we're going through these transitions. Because it's all part of growth. And that's what I was feeling when I was just listening to everybody. I'm going through stuff too. We all are, so I think this COVID, even though it kind of shook up everything, it also brought everybody together in a strange kind of way. Maybe not physically one-on-one, but we're really hanging in there and closer than we were before. To me, anyway, this is how I see it. So I am so grateful for all of you guys. I'm so grateful to be part of ATS, and it's kind of shaking me up to the point where I'm saying, you know what? You have to do something. You have to be there for other people. You can't be selfish and say, well, I got all these skills and I can do this, but I don't know, I'm a little scared. I don't know if I could do this. No, you can't even go there. You just got to go for it, and this helps a lot. This is really helping me just kind of get over those little stupid fears, because all of you guys that need someone like me, that's my thing to have to do. That's my gift that was given by the Lord to share. It's not mine. It was given to me to share. So this is very precious for me. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we still in motion. Uh, there's another chapter talking about the heart's magic, and the practice was to focus on your heart. And I believe we just did that automatically without even me having to say it, by going through the steps, asking the questions and the format, so we can now focus on how can we heal our heart. See, I done heard, that's why I say, because it's still time and opportunity, because right now, right now it's a release time. If you are holding something that you've been holding on to, let it go now. Now is the time. Now is the time. We can't wait for nothing. We can't wait for what? What are we waiting on? It was, say, man, it was hard for me. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, it was hard. It was hard for me to let stuff out. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna walk out there. I'm acting like ain't nothing happening to me. I'm gonna do everything that I need to do. I'm gonna take care of it, and I'm gonna go above and beyond. Not just what I'm supposed to do, and that's it. I'm gonna go above and beyond. Tear me up on the inside. I don't want to talk to nobody about it. I don't want to discuss nobody because man, look, man, ain't nobody worrying about me. Nobody worrying about what ain't nobody trying to hear me crying, nobody trying to hear me complain. The more I thought about it, I say, man, it just kept, man, it was just tearing, my heart was breaking. Like for real, like my heart was breaking, man. It was just, you could just feel it just coming apart because you turn around, you ain't got nobody to talk to, man. I can't talk to him over. I can't talk to her about what I'm really feeling. They're not taking me serious. So I had to talk to myself first. See, when you talk to yourself, see, people think you're crazy, but no, you breathe life into yourself. Yeah, you breathe life into yourself. You know, tell yourself it's gonna be okay. How it's gonna be okay? I know it's gonna be okay. I know help coming. I know I'll get over this hole. I know I'll get over it. I know I'm facing what I'm facing right now, but it's not horrible. It's only gonna make me better. I just did something right there. It's only gonna make me better. Instead of saying this is it, this is the end, this is over, it's over with, it's done, it's a wrap. No, it's just the beginning. You can't receive nothing because you had your hands full. You hold on to old baggage, rusting and rotting away. That's that stuff that we hold on to, like when say Dave, when you tip when that came out, that was supposed to come out. You couldn't hold it in no more. Couldn't hold it in. You're gonna blow up. You're gonna blow up everywhere. Everything touch, everything sensitive. It's gonna be sensitive. Everything's gonna be sensitive. All your senses just gonna irritate. Everything's gonna be irritable. Got a sense of relief now. So when I was young, they told us, the men told us, hey, man, you better not cry, man. You better not cry. You better stop crying. Man, when I got older, I felt, hey, man, you know what? Crying is good. I done rinsed away all that stuff, man. That stuff just didn't I didn't cleanse myself. I didn't even know that I was cleansing myself. See, what they didn't know was you cleanse yourself. They didn't want you to cleanse yourself. They want you to keep all that. That's what happened. They want you to keep all that. They didn't want you to cleanse yourself. Knowing that when you cry, you just cleanse yourself. You just got rid of all that toxin. That's what that is. That's toxin. You can't do nothing with that. Why you think when it dry up, it get ashy and it's stuck right there? Because you remind you, that stuff was old and ugly. Then you release it. You wipe it and dry your eyes. You got a sense of relief. You can go now. You can go further. And then something hits you, you be like, you know what? You got to try harder than that because you got to try harder than that. I've seen that already. I've seen that move already. I've seen that punch. Oh, you're too slow with that one. Seen that move. I've seen that combination. Let me go under. I've seen that before. We got to know it's coming, for one. Look, man, I've been saying, man, Grace, no, I've been saying this for about 2.5 weeks now. You know it's coming. Don't be surprised. It's coming. It's coming. You've got to be prepared. The solution, people. The solution. Check your heart. Change the way you think. Change the way you think about everything right now. The way whatever you thinking right now, change that. Whatever obstacle that's in that you see in your vision, go. Get it. It's yours. The universe will let you know if it didn't belong to you. It has a funny way of telling you that was not for you. One of them, I should have turned right. No, I should have never went to that store. No, I should have never went to that girl house. Your universe will tell you. It'll tell you. It will let you know. I say right down, like you couldn't pay me to do some of this stuff. Till I actually tried it. You could not, I'm dead shit. You could not. I'm not writing down nothing. I'm not writing it down for what? I'm living it. I'm writing it down for until I found the power in the pen. The power in the pen. Write it out. Deanna said something earlier this way. A brain dump, huh? How about I write this song? Wait a minute. Don't talk about what you've been talking about. You don't like rap that much anyway, because you like rap, but you don't like rap because you don't like what they talk about. You just like the beat, but you just because they ain't talking about nothing. So you know why I want you to write? Because I want you to write what you need to be writing. Oh, okay, dump that stuff out. It's not right, huh? It's not right. Tell people that it's okay to cry. Tell people that they should go for their dreams. Tell them what they ain't telling them.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them what they ain't telling them. They ain't gonna tell you the truth. No, when I was young, Daddy said, "Hey, you better not cry. It's a sign of weakness." They ain't want to tell us the truth, man. Hey, that's real. That's 100. They ain't want to tell you the truth. Real man don't cry. That's why I got immune to pain. Pain is just happening so much. You know what? I'm supposed to get stronger, man. That's like lifting weights. That's lifting weights to me. That's how I lift weights now. We can't go to the weight room. You know what? Throw a little pain my way, and then let me go ahead and curl that right quick. Let me curl that and turn that into a muscle. Let me curl that and turn it into the muscle. Let me bench press that. Let me bench press this problem off my chest. Because if I keep holding it, it's gonna take me, and I can't get it off my chest because I got a little doubt. It's too heavy. This burden is too heavy. Man, push that up off of you, man. Dave, you just did it.
Yeah.
Push that off of you, man. Quit holding that stuff in. I know. I'm free. I'm free, man. I'm free. It ain't no chains holding me. I'm free. That magic. That magic. Love yourself. Love yourself. That's the solution. Quit hating yourself.
Yep.
For what happened. Quit hating yourself because you're not where you think you're supposed to be. Love yourself. Love yourself. Nobody gonna love you like you love yourself. Nobody can tell you that they love you till you love yourself. Once you do that, my mom used to tell me that all the time. She used to tell me that all the time. I used to have all kinds of people around me. 10, 20 people around me. I don't even know what for. But Daddy told me why though. When I got tired of hitting my head, you know what I'm saying? When I started loving myself, then the universe put me around people I need to be around.
Yeah.
Put me right there in position. You don't even have to think. Come on, man. Come on now. You don't even gotta. You don't even have to. Right there. It's right there. Tonio, right there. Somebody you went to school with. I'm talking about from elementary school, L.A. Morgan Elementary, Boys and Girls Club. Right there. Right there. That's where we came from. I'm in another state. Something said, go to him. I didn't question that, man. I ain't seen Antonio in years. I called him and say, I'm coming. He say, just like he is. Come on. You can come on. This is humble. This is humble. Let me do what I wanted to do, how I wanted to do it. Didn't bump heads with me. Didn't give me no, just, now look. It's blessing after blessing after blessing after blessing just for loving yourself. Being protected and being protected by a universe that you was created in to master. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Who else wants to feel better? Because while this dust flying around, man, so, hey, if you know what I know, you'll jump right into that dust and feel better. Get in that lane, man. Yeah, I'll be an example. I get up in there, and I sure would. I shed a tear too. Let's get in that lane. Let's get in that lane. If I had to be the example, I'll get in there and get an example. Let's get in that lane. This is a good way, icebreaker for me. How about that?
I got you, Reverend Reginald. I am grateful for pain. Because pain has taught me growth. And when I say pain, I mean the heartache that you think may break you, but it's actually meant to teach you. There is no greater pain than the pain of feeling unwanted. Not cared about. Invisible. No voice. But I've learned in that it pushes you to those you're supposed to be around who actually teach you how to have your voice, who open you up to things you've never even imagined, because that pain guided you out of wherever you were. But what it also taught me was, don't live in it. Don't live in your pain. When you live in your pain, you miss out. And one of the things that Antonio used to say, and I never caught it, but I'm starting to learn now, is the pain shows you what you don't want. So when you get what you do want, you're more grateful for it. And I'm just now catching that. I'm grateful for the pain. I'm grateful for, because what the pain did was it made me selfish. And in my selfishness, I didn't think about other people. But I'm grateful for my selfishness, because now that I'm older, the challenges that I've had to face have made me grow. I had no choice but to grow. I'm grateful for the pain because it taught me that my guard is too high up. I do not let people in because I'm too guarded. But on my path, I've learned that you cannot do life alone. Because I now see what happens when you stay guarded versus when you just let it go. We are not supposed to be alone. We're not supposed to suffer alone. We are supposed to give up what hurts us. We're supposed to let go. We're supposed to tell others, hey, look, I'm hurting and I need some help, because you can't not go through that by yourself. You're supposed to open up to people so they can help you. How can you help somebody who's home alone suffering when their loved ones are home alone suffering if they don't open up? How are you supposed to help somebody who has to take care of someone that they see is not getting any better. And they don't tell you. So they don't have the strength that they need to keep moving. How can you help someone who is broken and bitter, but if they don't open up to you? We are not meant to suffer alone. We are not meant to be solitary. And what I have learned through my pain, through my selfishness, is that I've missed out on helping others because of my pain and my selfishness, because I put that guard up. I am grateful for the people that are currently in my life, because every single day I get knocked in my head because of that selfishness, because of being guarded, because of pain. And every single day I learn the reason why you keep getting your head knocked off is because you have not yet released. You can't be grateful and hide. You can't be grateful and keep your mouth closed. You can't be grateful for the people that are put in your life, but you don't talk to them for the reason that they were put in your life for. You can't be who you are meant to be and supposed to be if you live in the pain, if you live in the selfishness, if you live in whatever it is you're going through. Antonio used to always tell me, you live in the shadow side, and I'm paraphrasing, but you live in the shadow side of your strengths. And I used to fight him every step of the way because there was nothing wrong with me. But the more I grow, the more I'm listening to the feedback I'm getting from others, the more I release, the more I see what Miss Carol was talking about, the more I see what Jerome was saying, the more I see what everybody says about, I just want to help. I feel everything. From the moment Tempest started talking to the moment you stopped, I have been sitting here rocking back and forth because there was a pain in my chest and my throat. When you are grateful, it releases something in you. When you wake up grateful every day, nothing stops you. But when you're also grateful for the things that do stop you, it makes you stronger for the next thing. There is no way I could have done what Tempest did. There is no way I could have done what Dave did. But at the same time, I'm learning that doing that gives you that release that you were talking about, Reginald. Doing that when you're not suffering alone, that gratitude for the people, the strength in the number of prayers, the strength in the number of the people who have their hearts with you, that energy that goes out there. Gratitude is more than just words. Gratitude is the energy that you put out because you are actually grateful for that thing. I am grateful for my pain because my pain is what got me to where I am today. My pain is what drove me to reach out to Antonio. My pain is what drove me to say, Grace, this is this. My pain is what drove me to, I don't want to be here anymore. But my gratitude is what takes me further. My gratitude for waking up every single day is what takes me to the next step. My gratitude for being grateful that I can breathe is what gets me to the next breath and the next breath and the next breath. My gratitude for the cleansing of tears is what helps me move forward. There is no way we can live on this earth in misery. We're not meant to. But when you're grateful for the pain, it leaves you to be grateful for the happiness, the joy, the peace. And it makes you even more grateful for that because you remember what it felt like and you're moving towards what you want. Gratitude is release. Gratitude is growth. Gratitude is what gets you to your next level. Reverend Reginald Paul, I give the floor back to you.
We're gonna keep the treadmill going.
Let's go.
That's the theme of that's the thing. We're gonna keep working out. That's what we're gonna do, so we can stay in mental shape, spiritual shape, and not just physical. Before we continue, does anybody else want to take the floor right now? Anybody?
Can I say I don't want to just give Tempest some spiritual help. I recently went through similar things with a brother, same father, different mother, who was in the hospital, and you can't see the person, you can't reach out to them. If their phone battery died, then you have no contact with them until they're actually able to contact you. To this point, as of last week, I haven't spoken to him, so I don't really know if he has still been in there, if he has a room, if he's there. The hospital has so many cases and so many people that it's like they're lost in the wind. You have to kind of like wait. Supposedly somebody's getting back to me tomorrow with his condition. My mother went through the same thing too when COVID first started, and she was in there for about 3 days and recovered. But there's one thing in life that I don't fear, and that's death. Because as we come in as human beings, death is something that you can't escape. It's how you live on the planet while you're here is your paradise. There's certain things you can avoid. There's certain things you can prepare for or try to maneuver your way around. But you just got to give praise and prayer and preparation and healing. In a time like this where you're fighting something that you really cannot see, you can only prepare for. But I definitely would not fear death, because nobody in life gets out alive. It's what you do while you're on the planet. Coming up as a child, I mean, I was always feeling the way Tempest was feeling, as not wanted, alone, and just the oddball out. Until I found out that a lot of people take your potential and see it in you before you can see it in yourself. And it took me to gravitate and look into myself and realized that I was the only validation that I actually needed. I didn't need other people's validation, acceptance, praise, or anything else to get to any next level. It may have took me a lot longer than the next person, but I always patted myself on the back. And as far as having somebody to talk to, yeah, that's a very crucial step, because you have to let everything go. Otherwise, you hold on to that baggage, and that stress will kill you. You know, you wind up being angry or having emotions or different things with people who've done nothing to you, but you're holding on to the root causes of something that may have happened to you in your childhood. I had to go through, personal development, business development, relationship development to realize that some of the relationships that I had were really not relationships. They were situationships. So it was an exercise that I went through was you judge your relationships on a 1 to 4. And it's how, if you can't call people and give them and be unconditional with them and get unconditional responses and love and support back, then that's really not a relationship. And that could be with anybody, mother, father, sister, brother. I mean, I had a house full of people, but not a house full of support. So growing up on my own as a teenager, I had to make it work. I had to make it work. And now as an adult, transitioning from one form of life to another form of life, it's like a whole other fishbowl of being alone again, but I've mastered that already. So you go from one spot where you master, now you're in the other spot where you still seem like the oddball out, but it doesn't matter because you're secure within yourself and you're there not just to better yourself, but to give and be of service to others. You're not worried about opinions. You're not worried about who likes you, who doesn't like you. You're there to give. If they receive, hopefully they receive it. If not, somebody else that wants to receive what you have to give will take what you got. So you really got to really understand that it's hard going through different things, but you're not the only one going through it. I can't say be tough or don't have emotions or feelings, but you're not the only one going through it. You have to really evaluate the situation and see what you can do and know that you have love and support unconditionally from myself personally, and I'm sure everybody else on the call is giving her the same love and support unconditionally. But you got to just evaluate what you can do and cannot worry about the things that you have no control over. Me, myself, my personal self, death is something you have no control over. None. You cannot fear no man, no human being, no nothing on this earth. You can prepare, and I've been in many a situation and prepared and very dangerous if need be, even with my own bed, even my own hands. But there's something you have no control over. It's a disease. It's a virus. So I just want to give her, my unconditional love, support, and hopefully that if you change your mindset of what you're looking at it from a brighter picture. Many people are coming home from this. So she'll be home soon, and you'll be all right. But worrying and you getting sick ain't gonna do her no good. I just wanted to give you guys that because it was on my mind, so I feel like I had to share it.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing. Okay. The floor is still open.
I'll go. Oh, you can go. Ladies first.
Go on. Stay in the thing. Stay in the thing. Go on. Get it.
No, it's okay. For real.
Boy, you better start talking. Go on, start talking.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
You'll get a whooping if you don't go.
All right, I'll go. All right, so I'll say I am thankful for adversity for my life. I'm thankful for tough essays that I gotta do in college right now. I'm almost done. I almost got one assignment left for one of my thank you for my English 102 course. So yeah, I got one assignment left and I finished my other course. However, I did have to withdraw a course, and it was really upsetting because I really wanted to pass it. I even went to tutoring for it, and it was really so tough. It's just one of those classes. This is going to be the third time I have to take it because I've just been struggling with it a lot. So, but I realized something. In the midst of this. I realized that even though you lose a battle, you can still win a war. And this war is far from over. Because in life, there's a cost to everything. So just because it didn't go right the first time and doesn't mean that it's not going to go right the next time. And with things that we do in our life, it always comes with a cost. With like, even though I want to say I wasted my money, but I got to spend money on it again. But at least I can spend money on it again, right? At least I can keep going on it again. At least I can keep moving. And I think that's what life is really pushing me forward to. Like, I can move. I can grow. I can get better. I just wanna, like, I realize that it's really not a loss of a war, because this, even though it's withdrawal out of my classes, it's not gonna ruin my GPA now. Now I'm gaining something on what I learned I can do better. Right? I won't have an F on my GPA. So I had to get rid of the pride of saying, too much pride of saying, no, this class, like, it's either me or it's going to take me. Like, I'm not going to give up until it's like the end. But I had to realize, let me play this smart and take wisdom and just still, even though, okay, if I accept the loss here, but later on, as it's going to benefit me, so I don't get an academic probation, right? So I still can get financial aid. So I still can go to school. So I still don't get held up in school for a year because it's an F again. And so that I still can get accepted to college, because now I had underneath it, because now this is going to boost my grade point average up so that I can get accepted to schools and not have schools not accept me. So it will push my grade up since I withdraw this. So it's going to show the grade. So even though I lost that battle and not passing that grade and I have to withdraw, I'm still winning the war, because I'm going to get accepted at schools. I'm going to get more financial aid. I'm going to get scholarships. I'll be more eligible for them. I am still, and at the end of the day, I am still learning in school. I'm still going. And that's the win, and that shows who the real winner of the war is. The fact that you can still go, even in the midst of struggle, even in the midst of adversity, you can just still go. And that's what it's all about. I know that for me, and I'm just grateful for life, for struggle, that I can still go in my struggle. I can still go with my heart. I can still go with my willpower, that fire within us all. I can still go, and I'm grateful for that. I'm so grateful. Thank you, God. Thank you, everyone. Wow.
Excuse me. Oh, wow. Can you hear me? I just, thank you. I'm glad I missed that. That was y'all know I came in late, but can I tell you that there is really a God, because I've been dealing with exactly what you're talking about. All of you. I don't even know what Tempest said. But Tempest, I understand and I feel you, but guess what? You can't have faith and fear. You can't, they don't even exist in the same thought. So because you can't, you gotta hold it. You know that. And I'm gonna tell you now, you've been speaking life into me all week. I don't know what you're going through, Tim. You've been speaking life into me all week. And I wanted to say thank you. I've been wanting to get back on here because you guys are, oh man, I called Grace the other day just because like it's like there's something about it. And when you have pain and you're by yourself, but people expect other from you because you are better, or they've made you better, and you find out that it's a very, very lonely place. Like I'm finding out it's a lonely place to be at the top. So in my life, I never really wanted to be at the top. I want to help you get there. That's what I said. I bless God for Antonio. I bless God for all y'all because y'all are showing me that there's life, and I don't need to be around people. Like I go to church with people that have told me to get out. They have put me in Ubers and told me to go. Like the church people, the prominent church folk put me in the Uber and told me to leave. Where do you want to go? Huh? What? Like, but this is what I deal with. But there's a promise in this. That message that I just heard before is like, that's what it's all about. If you can understand that you got to keep going, then I know that I got to keep going. And y'all keep going. Y'all keep showing. I hope I just was glad that y'all was still on. I ain't gonna lie. I was hoping that y'all was still on talking about something. And I'm just glad. So go on and get back to what y'all was doing, please. Because this is, y'all are like joy to me. Y'all got me crying and everything. Jeez.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Adrian. Thank you, Jerron. The gratitude moves you through the roughest spots. Gratitude will pull you from under a rock. Gratitude will take you from 6 feet under to back on top of the ground. Just a simple thank you. Like Reggie was saying earlier, when you say thank you and you mean it and it doesn't do anything to you, that's not gratitude. But when you say that thank you, that
that good one. That's that good.
that,
That's that good one. Thank you.
That good thank you.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah.
This morning when I woke up earlier than normal. And I don't know what it was, but there was just something so heavy on me. So I went outside, and when I'm outside, that's when I spend my time with my father. Not my biological father, but my father. And every time a breeze goes by, I just say thank you. Because to me, that's him wrapping his arms around me to say, it's okay, I'm with you.
Amen.
And this morning, the weight was so heavy. And for the first time in a long time, I just sat there and I just said, I thank you for my life. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I thank you. I can breathe with no assistance. And I took a deep breath, and as I was letting that breath out, I just said, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I thank you that everything in my body functions the way you created it to function. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. God, I thank you that my son woke up this morning. And I just consistently, when I tell you, gratitude will lift the heaviest weight. When you feel like everything is just on you, just a simple, genuine, transparent thank you to God, to the universe, it literally changes your entire being. So I want everybody to understand that thank you is more than just 2 words. Thank you is a shift in your life's energy. Thank you is what he needs so he can continue to move. Simple gratitude, again, it will lift the heaviest rock off your back. Thank you will make a person go from wanting to end their life to wanting to keep moving forward. A simple thank you will take you from 6 feet under to back above the ground. A simple thank you will change a life. Gratitude is more than just words. Gratitude is a way of life. Gratitude is a consistency of thank yous. And when you live that way of life, there's nothing that can stop you. The momentum is too strong when you are in gratitude. It will take everything in life to stop you when you are living in consistent gratitude, when your way of life is just gratefulness. Keep moving in gratitude. Nothing can stop you.
Hello. Hello. This is Lavon, and my spirit I want to say something. I'm not sure if I'm gonna say his name right, but Jared, I think his name is. He said something that brought back what happened to me some years ago, when he was talking about his test and how he had to keep repeating. And his spirit is so wonderful. I love his spirit.
Thank you.
You're welcome. He made me, his spirit, like the way his spirit is about his test and keep going and do it anyway. His gratitude and being grateful for what happened to lead him to what he believes that he's going to get. I have the same spirit because I had to take my test over too. I was great at what I did. I'm a massage therapist, so and after you do your courses and your classes and everything, you got to take the exam, the national exam. So I had to also repeat my test more than once, and it was tough because it was pretty hard. But I would be off maybe 2 or 3 points, and I got discouraged a couple of times, but I kept strong. I prayed. I thank God for what I'm going to do because I knew I'm going to do it. It doesn't matter how many times I have to take it. I'm going to get this. And on my 3rd time, I passed. So 3rd time is the charm. So I just wanted to say that. It was on my spirit to say that because people need encouragement, and to know that someone else went through it can help also. And I can tell you this too. If you go through it more than once, it's a reason for it, because you're going to be the best at what it is you're trying to do. Because I was and I still am one of the best therapists that's out here. And I was glad that I did it. I took it and I got through it and I made it. And it was the wonderfulest feeling that you could ever feel, especially when you try so hard and you feel like with all odds, everything is against you and you can't understand why you can't do it. And then one day it happens and you just, I don't know, for me, it was just the best feeling ever for me. And I was just glad I did it. And I proved to myself that I could do it. So when I go through life, even now, and a lot of things is tough for me, and I want to achieve it, I think back on that day, on the times that I had struggled, but just kept going and kept trying and kept persistent. And I did it, and I feel like that struggle was pushing me to overcome this, so I can have gratitude in the struggle that I was in. So I just want to thank Garrett. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. For his transparency, because that opened up something in me that made me want to share. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you both very much for sharing. Thank each and every one of you for your transparency. One of the greatest things that I am learning about leadership is you can't lead someone when you lie to yourself. You can't lead people when you hide within yourself, and you can't lead people without gratitude, because you will not be grateful for the people that are in your life to help you grow. So I'm grateful for each and every person who has been transparent this evening. I'm grateful for each and every person who may have not shared anything this evening, but I'm grateful for you being here, because that means there was something that we needed from you, your energy, your time, but there's also something that you needed from us. There's no such thing as coincidences. Every single person that is here for a reason. So I'm grateful for each and every one of you. Reverend Reginald Paul.
Yes. Again, I like these meetings right here. I like the outcome of it. I like what it does to everybody's heart. And I will end it with this. We're not going to hold you all night tonight, but I just want to end with a couple of things. For one, make sure you we do the magical to-do list. The magical to-do list. I put under the magical to-do list, I put take out the worrying. So I replace worry with smile. I've been saying this for the longest too. Just smile, man. That's how you're gonna defeat it. I mean, if you think about it, we already know that it's coming. We already know we got to face it. That's why it's called a test. That's why we got to go through it, because sometimes we keep going through the same thing over and over again, because we're not gonna get to the next one until we finish the one. You don't want to spend a lifetime doing one test. I'm pretty sure don't nobody want to spend a lifetime doing one test. But then again, that's endurance. That's why they say this is a race of endurance. You still got to train, but for the most part, just smile, man. I mean, it defeats anything. It don't take that much. Don't take that much to do it either. Just kind of move your cheeks. Everybody, just before we go, just practice it. You see that right there? There you go. There it is. There it is, Jerome. I see it. Yeah, I see it. There we go. Get a good one in. One of them in there. Like, yeah. And you hold that, because it'll take you. I've actually been using it lately. Not only have I been saying it, it's different. Not only have I been saying it, I've been doing it. And you'll feel your heart rate go down. I mean, I probably done lost weight smiling. Who knows? But just make sure that you whatever you want done, count it done already.
May I sing? Do y'all do that? I heard worry. Don't worry about it. God knows all about it. He's capable, don't doubt it. Put it all in his hands. Worry no more, for the worrying is for the unsaved. Trust what God said, and by him be led forevermore. Don't worry about it. God knows all about it. He's capable. Don't doubt it. Put it all in his hands. That's how I do worry. And then I end it with a smile.
That's right. That's it after that. Deanna,
How you just
close us
don't?
out. Just I tried to close out last week. You know how successful that was. I don't know what I said at the end.
How you expect
You
me to
got to get
come
out
after
there.
that?
No, I didn't say sing. No.
No, I know that. I'm not doing. We not gonna do that one. I'm not. That either will not come out like that just did. Trust me. It's gonna be cracked and broken.
That's what I said. I apologize because I was like, oh, wait, I'm not ready to sing. But y'all hit my spirit when y'all, it's something about, but it's something because it's funny because I like to sing and we don't have church anymore. Like, so you can't go in the building. So it's like, wait, where's my worship? Like, my worship is really for real. I'm realizing it now. Like, people tell me stop. And now I can't wait for them to be like, I know you missed me, didn't you? Like, just like, y'all make me holler though. That's life. I thank God for you.
You were perfectly okay, Miss Adrian. You were perfectly okay.
Oh, well, I thank God I didn't want to bother no, but y'all kept saying worry, worry, and I'm thinking, anytime I hear worry, I just sing the song and end it with a smile, just like that.
Yes, ma'am. And we are grateful. We are like Reginald always says, we're grateful for each and every one of you. Miss Adrian, we're so happy to see you this evening. Jerome, we're so happy to see you. Miss Carol, Jerron, Miss Charmone, Corey, Lavon, Dave, Justin, Tempest, James, Mr. Antonio, Grace. We are grateful for each and every one of you. It took me a while to get to where my big brother Reginald is. It took me a while to just openly care for somebody else. Like I said, I spent a lot of time selfish. I did. I spent a lot of time with walls up. I spent a lot of time living in my pain. But the older I get, the more I grow. And every time I look at a child, and not just mine anymore, but a child in general, it's like, you're supposed to help because what you know will help the next person grow. It took me a long time to get to where my big brother Reginald is because I was too busy in me. But I'm grateful that, as a wise woman once told me, God told me, get the mote out your eyes. Just wipe it clear. Just like Reginald said, he was told, go to Antonio. I don't tell people this story, but it's several times I was told, you need to go to Galveston. You need to go to Galveston. I'm like, I don't want to go there. I ran from there for a reason, and you're telling me to go back. Sometimes you got to go home to grow. So wherever home is for you, whatever pain you're going through, be grateful to go back home, because that's where your growth is. Like Justin was saying earlier, we have wherever our pain lies, a lot of times, 99.9% of the time is deeply rooted in your childhood. So sometimes you got to go back home to grow. And when you go back home, that's when you are grateful. Because home shows you who you are. Home shows you what no one else will. It took me to come home to see my reflection. And it took a lot for me to be grateful for that reflection in order for me to be able to grow. Make gratitude a lifestyle. Stop worrying and just live life. A lot of us say we're grateful for life. A lot of us say we're grateful for a lot of things. But live it. Don't be the walking dead. Actually live your life. And the greatest way to do that is live it in gratitude. We want to thank each and every single one of you for joining us every Thursday since we've started. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for spending time with us. From the bottom of my heart, I am grateful. Because this is not just us teaching you. This is a mutual ground for all of us to teach each other. All of us to grow with each other. So each and every one of you go in gratitude. You are loved. You are appreciated. And we are thankful for you. Thank you all so much for coming out. Have an amazing night. And we will see you all next week. Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Have a blessed night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.